In this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold, a friend to light the way when the world starts to unfold. Through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows we share, we'll stick together, ride or die. Let's show we really care. Through thick and thin.
Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. Welcome to A Country Girl's Cooking. I'm Rhonda. It's 10 minutes to 7. I was going to get up a lot earlier and get started, and I couldn't get up. I was so tired. I did a lot yesterday. I've been sharpening my knife. I love this knife. I got it sharp. But I looked on Amazon and I found some I think that might be what this is. I think it's a RADA, I think. But it was about down to there. So it's kind of heavy right here, but it's just a good knife, y'all. I like it. Anyway, I've got to do a soup. He loves soup. My dad-in-law. He wants a vegetable soup today for next week. Not today, but for next week. And so that's what he's gonna get. And I'm gonna do something different for dinner. I'm going to do some manicotti, but I'm not going to put, sorry, I had to go over there and sneeze, sorry. I'm not going to put that kind of cheese in it. Ricotta, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stuff it with mozzarella. You can buy those mozzarella, they're round and about this long, and I think it's called string cheese, but I couldn't find any. You know, you can't find anything in the grocery store anymore. Y'all notice that? So I had to buy a block of mozzarella, and I'll just have to cut it and stuff it in here. And that's how I'm gonna fix that. And I'm throwing out those big old meatballs, and we might have a meatball or two. I'll be right back. Anyway, what we had for dinner last night, I didn't do a video because we had leftover sloppy joes. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I can't eat sloppy joes 2 days straight in a row. I don't think Randy can either. It gave me heartburn from down in the country. I mean, it was terrible, y'all. Terrible. Felt like a dragon. So what I've got is 4 carrots, and I've cleaned them, peeled them, tried to get all the places off that I didn't like. And then I've washed all of this. And you know how I am about celery leaves. That's a treasure right there. I could just eat that just like it. I love celery. And you know what? I don't even eat it that much. I need to start eating it more. And I've got 2 celery stalks. I tried to get the, the stringy stuff off of it. I may add more. I'm going to chop this up and see how it goes. He loves celery too. But I do. I like celery. I think it's delicious. It's good for you. And then I've got a large onion. He loves onions too. Randy's daddy. Did anybody make that Kool-Aid pie? It was really good. I have some left. It was very delicious. I will make it again, but I'm going to try different flavors. I am. So, anyway, y'all, I'm going to, in this old pot I got, see that pot right there? I'm going to throw some olive oil up in here. Hey, y'all, this morning I had 223 subscribers, and it's moving on up. Thank you so much. Now I've got to have, I just think that YouTube's, you know, they require a lot before you can even get sponsored. And I mean, you gotta have like, I think it's 5 million or something like that views on short videos or something like that. You'd have to look it up. It's a lot. It is a lot. Hold on, I'll tell you. Okay, y'all. That's mine. I have 224 subscribers. You got to have 3,000 valid public watch hours. Then you got to have 3 million valid public short views for short videos. And I've got just that many. Wait a minute. Just that many. And then if to get eligible to be sponsored, you got to have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 4,000 watch hours. And then you got to have 10 million valid public short views. And then it says some benefits may have additional eligibility criteria. I don't know. I think it's a little much. I mean, you know, they have their right, you know, but I just think it's a lot. Because, I mean, we work hard. Alright, let's throw them onions in there, y'all. Ooh, it smells so good. I kind of wished I was making chicken and dumplings. Huh. I really do. Now, he sent over some of these peas. I think they call them field peas. I don't know. And then some corn. And it just splattered me. And I got out some green peas. And I got some canned tomatoes, some canned lima beans, and some of this. I love that stuff. Then I've got the celery, the onions, and the carrots, and I will be putting in some potatoes. Some potatoes. But really, y'all, thank you so much for subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. I'm tickled to death. I just wish they didn't require so much. You know. But, you know, they have their right to require what they want. I'm cutting these carrots, y'all, kind of big. Kind of big. About like this. I got my door open. I got kind of stuffing. And then I'm cutting my celery about like this. Alright, I'll be back, y'all. Hey, look, they tell you not to use plastic. They tell you not to use wood. Well, what about this metal? See the scratches on it? See there? You don't think that's coming off? I guess the only thing to get is granite. And I was looking those up, and those daggone things are expensive, but I guess I'm going to have to get me something. I'm thinking this is enough. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, and I'm going to cut up a couple of these tomatoes, put in there too. That's what I'm going to do. I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. I am. Don't tell nobody. I haven't had one and I needed one. I needed it. I needed it. Okay, y'all, look here. Let me move this bowl. I want to cook healthy for him. You know, he's 92, and I just, you know that soup I made him, the Mexican soup, he swears up and down that it had chicken livers in it. He loves chicken livers. But y'all, it was not no chicken livers in that, because it come out of a, you can go back and look at the video. It come out of chicken thighs pack, because he likes dark meat. So he finally said, well, you're right. But him and Randy went on and on. Randy's like, Daddy, it does not have chicken livers. I found a chicken liver in it. It was the little brown pieces that come off chicken thighs, if y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what it was. Okay, y'all, I got some of this better than bouillon. If you never tried it, you need to get it. It's wonderful. I'm telling you. It makes the best chicken broth soup. Like if you want some chicken broth soup, get about a teaspoon to a cup, something like that. Or ever how much you want. This stuff is wonderful. And I told y'all before that they make the vegetable and the beef. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. I couldn't get to my cabinet. I had to put y'all on hold. Okay, I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic powder. Not much. And some onion powder, even though I've got onion in there. I want to put about a teaspoon of onion powder. Alright, let me see if I can get in here without hitting y'all. And, where is my stuff? Just a little bit of rosemary, not much, just a couple of little pieces. Because that stuff is strong. And I've got some fennel seed. I don't do but just, look, just a little, like, just a few pieces. Because it's strong too. And some thyme. It's not much coming out of that, y'all. Thyme on my hands. I got thyme. I need to clean out my Lazy Susan again. Here's a little bit of celery salt. Even though it's celery in it, you don't have to do that. But I do. Y'all take a look at my short videos if you can. Zoe and I were cutting up, doing some crazy things. We did that for a whole summer. Alright, I'm going to let this simmer a little bit. I'm going to add a little water here to it in a minute. It smells wonderful. It smells so good. But anyway, that's what's going on this morning. That's what's going on. I'm going to cut these tomatoes. Put them in a bowl. Put them in the bowl. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this. I don't know what else to use. I washed these. Look how sharp that knife is, y'all. That's wonderful. And I'm not going to waste any of this tomato. Okay? Just taking that top off. And if your knife is sharp, then you won't have all them like if you having to put these tomatoes in a salad. A lot of people say use a serrated knife. It's not always true. Use a sharp knife. You'll have less juice. You will have less juice. Because it doesn't put so much stress on the tomato. Okay. I want to say hi to everybody, my family, Uncle Walter and Aunt Kathy, my sisters, my brother, my daughter, my grandkids. Hello, hello. And my subscribers, everybody. Hello. All right, wipe all this off. I love tomatoes. I love a tomato sandwich. You take and you toast your bread and you put some mayonnaise on it and you put a fresh tomato on it. Put some salt and pepper. Oh, that is so delicious. A toasted tomato sandwich. That is all Southern right there, y'all. How many of you love a toasted tomato sandwich? How many? It's delicious. But the tomato has got to be like fresh out of the garden. Don't put your tomatoes in the refrigerator unless you absolutely have to. It takes the flavor out of your tomatoes. Plus, it'll make them soggy. If you take your tomatoes, put them in a bowl. This is a colander. Cover them up. Cover them up with, I got a paper towel on it, or with a dishcloth, a dish towel, clean dish towel. Keep them over there where it's kind of dark or something. They'll last a long time. They will. My sister showed me that. I promise you. They were only lasting a few days. Now they're like weeks before, if I don't eat it, before it goes bad. I promise you it works. Cover them up. I'll tell you right now, I could eat this right here. I put those tomatoes in there. It smells so good. All right, I gotta add some water. I'll be right back. if you're making a homemade soup, put your potatoes in like an hour before you want to serve your soup or eat your soup. Because if you put your potatoes in there now, they're going to disintegrate and it's going to turn into just starch. And you won't have any potatoes left. I'm sure y'all know that. But for the ones who don't, you can cut your potatoes up, put them in a bowl of water to keep them from turning brown. And don't put them in your soup until about an hour before. Because they will move out of the pot. It's like they just disappeared. Okay? I've done it. It'll just thicken your soup and you won't have any potatoes. So I put like 4 carrots, 2 stalks of celery, 1 large onion, a large onion, salt and pepper, better than bouillon, about a couple of tablespoons. So far I got about 4 cups of, let's see, no, I'm at about 6 cups of water in there right now. And then I put some thyme, a little bit of rosemary, just a little bit, not much. A little bit of fennel, just 2 or 3 little pieces, because it is strong. Then I cut up a tomato and put in there, 2 tomatoes. Then I just put in a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Okay? But I will put the recipe in the box. You know, a lot of people don't like okra. I like stewed okra too. Because people think it's slimy. It's not. Not after you cook it a while. It's not. I don't think so. It kind of falls apart. I'll show you. My hands are clean. Look at there. That is not slimy at all. No slime. I love that stuff. Okay, I'll be back. Now I added a can of tomatoes and okra. This is Margaret Holmes. But no, it's not slimy. Not one bit. Now I'm opening, and I don't like using canned, but you know, sometimes you just have to. All right, let me rinse these. Now, I normally have frozen lima beans. I like the Ford Hook lima beans. But they didn't have any. I don't know what's up with the, I think we're fixing to have a food shortage, y'all. I do. So you better stock up. I'm not kidding. I always try to keep my can opener clean. All right, I'm adding a can of lima beans. Come on, get out of there. Now, why did you do that? You turkey? You got turkey? It's the craziest stove I've seen in my life. It's the touchiest stove I've ever seen. So, that was a 14.5 ounce of tomatoes and okra. Now, about a 14-ounce can of lima beans. It wasn't that many in there. I may have to go downstairs and search my freezer and see if I have any. that might be enough. I don't know. All right. Sure is smelling good. Now I'm gonna add these peas. That's about, had about that many in it. It was a 10 ounce. Had about 5 ounces of peas in there. I like those peas. They fresh. I might have to add some more peas. I don't know. I keep saying that. All right, here's corn. That's his corn. He froze that, y'all. And then here's some peas. And they still froze a little bit. But that's all right. They gonna thaw out. Okay. And you know what, y'all? You can put what you want in your vegetable soup. Anything goes in a vegetable soup. It really does. But just don't put your potatoes. And I tell you what, I've made it before and used noodles instead of potatoes. I love that. Like macaroni noodles. If you don't have any potatoes, put that in after your soup gets done and let them cook and they'll swell up a little bit. I really like that. I might take a little bit of this and put me some noodles in it and eat it. Okay. All right. We're gonna let that cook. And it smells good. I've got to cut up some potatoes soon. And I may add some more peas. I don't know. I'm gonna let it cook a few minutes and check it out. And this is gonna be last. Okay. Okay. I'll be back, y'all. I added a few. I had a few frozen green beans. It's probably a half a cup. Put those in there. Because it's a vegetable soup. It's a vegetable soup. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. We got a lot of rain yesterday. The wind just started blowing. And next thing I know, it was pouring down. Strange weather, y'all. Okay. I'm going to let this soup cook for just a little while. And I'll be back. I promise. Y'all hang in there with me, okay? I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. It's been about an hour or so. And I'm going to show y'all. I started off with one soup, but I made two, okay? This is, I call him Dad. This is Dad's soup right here. Look at all them vegetables. Look at that, y'all. And it tastes so good. I did add some more peas, and I found some more butter beans in the freezer downstairs. And I added a little bit of spinach. He can't have a lot because, I think it's got vitamin K in it. Now this, y'all, is mine. I added some cabbage, spinach, and I'm getting ready to add one more ingredient. I did not put potatoes in this one. You could add chicken, but I just wanted vegetable. And this is something I'm going to probably eat on all week. For lunch or something. But it's so good and healthy, except for what I'm fixing to put in it. I'm going to get it boiling a little more. And I'm going to add some macaroni. It is so good with noodles. It really is. But like I said, you could add chicken. It would be delicious with some chicken in it. But I'm gonna add some noodles, about a half a cup. And then they're gonna cook, and they're gonna swell up, and it's gonna be so delicious. I may have to eat that for breakfast. But the cabbage, I didn't put any cabbage in pops because I think boiled cabbage bothers his stomach. But the cabbage brings out a lot of sweetness, I think. And you can taste the spinach. It's really good. And I will put the recipes down in the description box. But it's simple. Just saute your onions and your celery, and then add some of that better than bouillon. And then your salt and pepper, and some other seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, celery salt, and I add a little bit of fennel seed, just very little, and some rosemary and thyme. Just a little bit of rosemary, just like not much. And it's so good. And it hits the spot, you know. But he loves soup. I've never known anybody that loves soup as much as that man does. He really does. But hold on a minute, y'all. I showed y'all earlier what I was gonna make, and I've decided to make it, but I've got my marinara and I've got my manicotti. I'm gonna stuff this with mozzarella cheese. I don't have the sticks, but I'm gonna cut I got a block, and I'm gonna cut it and stuff it. But I'm gonna make pizza manicotti. Yep, I'm gonna put pepperoni on it. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm making it for, he don't know it. So I think he'll like that. Okay, I'll come back when that gets done. I did add some more okra to mine. I had some frozen okra. I think okra is great in soup. Hey, so the soups are done. This is Randy's dad's soup. I put the potatoes in about an hour ago, and I cut them the same size. Look at all them vegetables. And what he don't eat, he'll freeze it. And here, I'm gonna show you mine. And I'll be back later for supper. Look at here, y'all. Look at that. See those noodles? And carrot. And the spinach. And the black pepper. And it's so good. Look at there. And it tastes so good, y'all. I ain't kidding. That's a nice bowl of healthy soup. And I've had to use some canned stuff like the tomatoes and some green beans. But that's okay. I rinsed them. It's hot. But, you know, there were some fresh stuff like the corn and those peas, those field peas, and frozen butter beans. I put some of those in there. Frozen peas. So. Y'all. Why do they put these things in the green beans? Look here. I had to pick out some of the okra because they were like, you couldn't eat it. And it was frozen. Y'all, this is so, I don't know, comforting. I mean, it's just so good. I mean, it just hits the spot. You taste the spinach. You taste everything. Everything. Like I said, you don't have to put the macaroni in it. You could put potatoes. You could put chicken. Look at there. Y'all got to make this. It is delicious. Two soups out of one base. And y'all, the okra is not slimy. I put some more frozen and it's not slimy, see? Not slimy. And it's good. And the cabbage gives it some sweetness. And I didn't put a whole lot of cabbage in mine. But it is so good. That's healthy. You can taste it. So, Helen, you'd like this soup. Miss Helen, you love this soup. It's healthy. A lot of vegetables. Okay. Randy's still in the bed reading, studying his Bible. He'll be up soon. It's 10:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna eat this soup for breakfast. And I will see y'all later, and I will show you how I'm gonna make this manicotti, pizza manicotti, pizza manicotti. Okay? Thank y'all for watching. And I will, like I said, I will post the recipe, and you gotta try it. It is absolutely delicious. You can taste the healthiness in it. Okay, talk to y'all later.